Well,
I finesse. How the hell you get to younger status? I finesse. How he get a crew to straight up back him? I finesse. How you get so swollen? That shit magic? I finesse. How much was your packer bug was taxing? I finesse. King of my column, king of the talk, I'm king of the camera, you king of forgot.
I want to talk about shields and multiverses. Oh boy, I'm not really good at these discussion talks, but I feel like it's good if I were to talk about my opinion about how I feel in multiverses. Well, not multiverse, but shield. Well, I mean, it kind of falls in line with this video with shields and multiverses, but still, I want to talk about shields and multiverses and whether I think if it would be a good fit to the game or not. And as I talk about it, maybe I will come to a conclusion about if I feel like it would be good or if it won't be good. Actually, no, I think I do actually have an answer because I was thinking about this even yesterday and a little bit when I woke up today. I think shields and multiverses could work. Hold on, hear me for a second. I think it could work, but not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Not in the current game state we have. Maybe in maybe season, I don't know, maybe season 5, season 6, something like that. Maybe sometime in the later seasons, shield could work, but right now, no. Okay, I did have fun experimenting with the shields, and I did like some things that we did have about the shields in the little testing grounds experiment that we had the other day. There were some things I did like, but there were some things that I didn't like, and I know that I won't like if shields were to be added into multiverses. Okay, and let me start off by saying this. Thank you guys for letting us have a testing grounds experiment with the shields, then just throwing it into the game. And I'm mainly saying that because the teching system was pretty much just thrown to us in the game without really testing it, because I feel like it could just be me, but I feel like a lot of us don't really like the teching system and how it works in multiverses. So yeah, I don't really like it as much. I feel like, you know, if they thought about it back then, but if we just had a test ground experiment with that too, you know, maybe I don't know, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. I'm just saying thank you for allowing us to experiment and not just throw it in the game. As we all know, shields is a thing that you can do in platform fighters, to where, you know, you can block opponents' projectiles, attacks, and usually when you break an opponent's shield, you know, it'll be a universal grab mechanic. You know, Smash has it, Nickelodeon has it, Rivals of Aether 2 has it, you know, and some other ones. And, you know, one of the main things that a lot of people were concerning about is that if multiverses was to have shields, then it should have grabs, because the thing is, there's no such thing as a universal grab mechanic in multiverses. There are grabs in multiverses, or should I say, there are ways to incapacitate somebody in multiverses, but only some characters have that. You got Jason, you got Jake, you got Taz, you got Samurai Jack, you got Agent Smith, you got Nubia. You know, there's other characters. I won't be able to name all of them off the top of my head, but you get what I'm saying. Some characters have ways of incapacitating other characters. So yeah, and with that, you know, one of my main things is thinking, like, if shields were really to come into the game, characters who have ways to incapacitate somebody, they would have the greatest advantages in the game, because they have tools that most other characters in the game don't, and because they have those tools that can counterplay shields, they would be at a great advantage. Not saying they would have the greatest advantage when it comes to like being the best in the game, no, but they just have something that most characters in the game don't have, and because of that, it puts them at an advantage. So yeah, but Multiversus was actually able to impress me. They were able to add a universal shield break attack. It's not really a grab, it's a shield break attack, a specific attack that breaks shields. And when you break an opponent's shield, you can't actually freely punish them, which I think is cool, because again, if I'm breaking somebody's shield, I better be able to punish them. Because if Multiversus was to be the one only platformer to where I break somebody's shield and I can't punish them, what the fuck do we have shields for? Why can I break a shield and I can't punish them? Like, I'm just saying. But I actually kind of have my own thoughts about that shield break attack. And the thing is, as far as I don't have too much thoughts of it defensively wise, but offensively wise, I think some characters, at least within the testing grounds experiment that we had, some characters have very good advantage using it offensively, and the main two characters, at least for what I've seen, is Jason and Rick, that have really good advantage when using it offensively. And this is what I'm talking about, right? So I was able to figure out, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys were also able to figure out, but if you weren't able to, you could cancel your shield break attacks off of your jab. And what I'm saying is, like, I could do jab 1, jab 2 adjacent, right? And then I can throw it, like, if I wait like a half a second, like a split second, I could throw in my shield break attack in the midst of that combo to keep a combo extension going. And the thing is, with Jason's shield break attack, it's his jab too. So relatively speaking, think of it like this, right? Some basic Jason bread and butter combos. You got jab 1, jab 2 into like side special, or jab 1, jab 2 into down attack, right? Into up attack, you know, shit like that, right? With Jason, I'm able to do like jab 1, jab 2, shield break attack, which is his jab 2, into like down attack, and then it's up. It's like a combo extension for Jason, and I'm able to like keep going with it. And the thing is, it costs no meter. It costs no meter, which also made it crazy. Now, luckily, you're not able to like do it as an infinite. You can't really do it as an infinite for Jason. In my head, it told me, yeah, some characters have great advantage when it comes to using the shield attack. And the other thing is too, right? If we were to have shields to come into multiverses, and I do like the idea that we can mix in shield attacks to, I like the idea that we can mix in shield attacks in our regular offensive play when doing combos. The thing is, I think it should cost a meter if, you know, if we were able to use it in an offensive way. Because it's like, wow, if we aren't able to make shield break attacks offensively cost meter, then like what Rick did to me, some characters would probably have infinite combos. Few characters in this game would probably have infinite combos or crazy TOD extension combos because of the shield break attack. And I don't think any of us would want that, because then a lot of characters in this game would just be busted, but not in a fun type of busted, more in a this is annoying type of busted. So yeah, one of the main things that I think that shield is a bad idea in at least the current state of multiverses right now, but one of the main reasons why I think shields being added to the game will be a bad idea is because of how the games, how a lot of games, or at least of how the gameplay feels of multiverses and how some games be in multiverses. And what I mean is, right, this game is a platform fighter, but the thing is, I feel like multiverses is not as free and fluid as other platform fighters like Smash, like the first Rivals of Aether, second Rivals of Aether. What else do we got? What other? I can't think of too many other platform fighters. But shoot, even Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. But I'm not gonna go too much in detail with that because I don't really think. But you know, feel a little free in that game too. But I'm just saying, with multiverses, it feels a bit sluggish, right? Like we don't really got short hops. We don't really got fast fall. The game, it's not really like fast. It's not really as fast as that we would like it to be, and a lot of times there will be like a lot of slow pacing matches, or you know, there's just a lot of concepts that will make adding shields into the game right now make the game feel slower. And if the game was to feel slower, then the game would, okay? I'm pretty sure a lot of us would not like to play any fighting game that was slow, you know, because then that takes away the appeal, or that takes away like our attention towards wanting to play the game, right? And the thing is, I love playing multiverses, and I've been saying this in some of my multiverses videos, like about my opinions about how I be feeling about multiverses, and I've still been saying it. I feel like this version of multiverses is better than the beta, but that's not to say that this version of multiverses doesn't have its issues, okay? The beta was just buggy as fuck, and just, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to get into discussion about that. I want to talk about the multiverse we have, okay? And the things that's to come in the future, like shields. Shields is a possible thing that will come in the future, and I just don't think it will work. I just think it will make the game feel drastically much slower and less aggressive. It'll just feel, I feel like adding shields will just make the game feel so passive, and no one wants to play a passive fighting game. I feel like it would just, it just wouldn't feel satisfying, you know? So I'm pretty sure a lot of you experience this, but I know some of us be playing in some matches in Multiverse, and there's always that one person, and it'd be a lot of Joker players or Tom and Jerry players. Yeah, I may expose y'all, but it'd be a lot of, I'm not saying it's only those characters, not only those players, but those are the people that I see the most. And it's just always the running away system. Like it's always running away, doing random dash dancing, running away, doing this and that, and it gets annoying, right? And the thing is, that's a thing that happens in platform fighters. That's not what I'm mad at. It's just that how the gameplay in Multiversus feels, to where it just looks so lame and boring. It makes me feel disappointed. It makes me feel disappointed. And if we were to have shields, I feel like it would just make it even worse and slower, and it would just make me feel disappointed. It wouldn't even make me mad, right? Like in other games, it would probably make me mad, but I'll still have like a concept of like, I really want to beat you, and you're so annoying, and I'm gonna lead right after. But in Multiverse, it's like, all right, man, you got that. You know, it's just like, you got that. And it's not even like a satisfying win. It's just more of a, all right, you know? And I don't want that to happen, which is why I'm saying if we were to have shields in Multiverses, we need to wait till like, I don't know, maybe like season 5 or season 6. We need to wait for it. I don't want to see shields come in next season. Okay, I don't. Now, speaking of next season, because I've been on Twitter and I seen Nakat, Ajax, and Tony. They tease, like, I don't think I've ever seen them like tease a next season like the way how they've been teasing it recently. Like they saying like, yo, this next season, this shit finna be crazy. So I mean, and I'm thinking like, this is the first time I'm seeing them like really try to hype up what the next season of Multiverse is gonna be. They're not really like hyping like what it's gonna be. They're more like teasing like, yo, this new season finna be cracked. I'm hoping so. And you know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping that we got fast falling. I'm hoping that we got short hops, right? You know, I'm hoping for like the you know, a nice little addition to some gameplay speed, and I mean an actual base gameplay speed. Like the gameplay speed feels nice. Like I ain't gonna say, well, of course not, but it feels faster. Again, we are playing a platform fighter, right? And if I'm playing a platform fighter, I want to feel free, fluid, and fast. My 3 Fs. I want to feel free, fluid, and fast. Okay. And Multiverses, I feel like it has like a chain on it, and it just needs to add those things. And once it adds those things, it can break free from that chain and feel so much better. Don't get me wrong, I do like the game. I like how it feels, but you know, I have at my times to where I don't like certain things about how the game feels. So yeah, I do like the fact that you're able to punish out of shield. Like, you know, if an opponent hits me and I'm able to like block the attack, I can't punish them out of shield. I do like that. I think that's cool, because if you were not able to punish out of shield, I'd be like, what the fuck? Then what's the point, man? What's the point of what's the point of me blocking? I do also kind of like the concept of depending on certain attacks, depends on how much damage you do to the shield, which is good. Because the thing is with Multiverses, shield run, you know, we have a meter, you know, and if you don't have no meter, you want to stay to burnout. So, you know, shields cost meter, and it slowly goes down the longer you hold your shield. And once, you know, your meter's out, you don't have no shield. And depending on certain attacks, like projectiles, right? Heavy projectiles do more damage to shields. Medium attacks or projectiles do like okay damage to the shield, and light attacks do like a little puny damage, but it still can take down the shield a little not rapidly, but little by little. You know what I'm saying? I think that's cool. So yeah, and then of course, you know, if you were to break the opponent's shield, you could punish them, which makes sense. So yeah, another thing I do kind of like about shields is that you are able to like boost jump out of shield. So, you know, like the thing is with Multiverses, that's kind of the opposite with other platformers, right? And other platformers like Smash or Rivals, you know, you have like wave dash, and to wave dash, you have to jump first and then press like the dodge button. You know, I'm not gonna explain the whole gimmick of wave dash because I'm still learning, but you know, you have to jump and then press the dodge. In Multiverses, there's no such thing as wave dash, but there's such thing as boost jumping. You will have to press the dodge button first. It's the opposite. You have to press the dodge button and then jump. And then once you do that, you're able to like boost through the air. You can even do the same thing while in the air. It's not really like boost jumping, but like, it's like, I don't know what you would call it, but if I was in the air, if I was to like boost in the air and throw out an attack at the same time, I'm able to like move fast in the air while throwing out an attack, which I think is good, right? I think that's good. Like a mechanic like that, if Multiverses can excel very well aerial wise, I'm telling you, Multiverse is strong in the air. Multiverse is strong when it comes to like the gameplay. It's strong in the air. If they can just utilize that even more to its potential, oh my god, the game will feel so fucking good. It will feel so good. I'm just saying. Oh right, I almost forgot this. Certain moves that have armor break attack against shield puts you safe. And the reason why I say certain moves, because not all moves that have armor break on it will allow you to be safe from shields. And for example, right, so I remember, hopefully I can find a clip somewhere. I should have some gameplay running a little bit amongst this video playing, but there were times to where, you know, when I fought an opponent, they were on shield, and if I did Jason's down attack, which is kind of fast, I would sort of be safe, because if you throw out armor attacks against move, you will be more safe than throwing out a regular attack. And because of that, you know, if an opponent was trying to attack me out of their shield, they wouldn't be able to, because I was able to use an armor break move attack that put me safe against shields. Doesn't break shield, but it just helped me put myself to be shield. It helped put myself to be safe against a person who throws out their shield. So, you know, it can help me like mix them up and punish them for thinking that they could have punished me. So yeah, and I'm sorry, when I talk, sometimes when I talk fast or when I explain things, kind of get a little bit of tongue twisted, so I try to make sure I don't sound confusing. Okay, I'm not really good at talking about how I feel about some stuff or explaining things, so I try my best. Okay, but then you got some attacks that you aren't safe, or some armor break attacks that won't make you safe against shields, right? Like for example, right, you could throw on like the dash attack perk that breaks armor. I did that with Jason, and I was thinking like, I wonder if I would be safe if I was to dash attack somebody's shield with the armor break perk with Jason. And the main reason why I said that is because if you hit anybody with Jason's dash attack, like let's say if I was to hit somebody with the startup animation of Jason's dash attack, right? I'm still in my dash attack animation. I can't jump out of it. I can't cancel out of it. I can't do nothing. So it made me wonder, okay, what about against somebody with shields and with the armor break to put myself a little bit more safe? Nope. So at that thought of mine, I was thinking like, so maybe some attacks that have armor break, depending on how much like lag or how much, you know, the move, how long the move is, you won't be safe. So yeah, another thing that I noticed with like shields, not really much gameplay wise, but at least far as the community wise, I noticed that a lot of people who like play main characters like with projectiles or play characters with projectiles and stuff like that wasn't much of a fan of shields, mainly because it's like, damn, okay, I had my recording kind of tripped for a bit. I had to fucking fix that, and then I had to step out for a bit too. I think I was just talking about how I noticed that some people, when it comes to shields, that some people who play projectile characters ain't gonna, who play projectile characters ain't gonna really like shields, because, you know, now people got options to like block. And I was thinking like, that's funny, but then again, I don't blame y'all for having that thought process, because, you know, Multiversus never had shields, and now I was thinking about having shields, and now we trying to wonder if it's gonna have shields or not, if it could work or not, and it's like, ooh, it's just a whole mess, man. It's just a whole mess. Overall though, I think Multiversus could work with shields. I don't think it could work with shields. Not right now. Not right, okay? When I did test out the shields, it was okay, you know? There was a lot of different options, fun options, a lot of moves that I was always having a hard time punish. I was able to punish, like Bugs Bunny down special when he's in the tunnel, and he kept like, man, that felt so good blocking that shit and punishing, man. Oh my God. But, you know, it did feel good to like punish moves that weren't easy to punish or that were annoying to like deal against, and having a shield to be able to like block it and able to punish it, it felt so good. I won't lie about that. It felt so good, at least to me, right? But again, adding shields right now with the gameplay that we have with Multiversus right now is not a good idea. I think we need to have a lot more things and fix with Multiversus that's got to change before we can start adding shields. And once we get those things, once we're at a comfortable place to where we can have shields, to where it feels good and everything like that, oh my God, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. But again, it was a test. So it's not like, you know, they're going to be like, hey, we're going to get shields next week. We got y'all. Like, what? But hey man, other than that, that is pretty much my opinion. That is pretty much my thought process about shields and Multiversus. If you guys enjoyed the video, I will have a video. I will have another video of my gameplay with shields. Some of it was probably playing in this video, but I'm gonna have like a full gameplay video of me playing through some matches of like with shields and like what I was able to do with shields and how it felt. I was mainly playing with Jason though, so yeah, but I'm gonna see what I can do. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video.